Forgiveness is a practice or a process in which we can begin to let go of what we're holding on to connected to the past. When forgiving ourselves, it's letting go of any regrets, letting go of blame, guilt, and shame about what we did or about what we didn't do. And when it comes to forgiving another or others, we're letting go of judgment, anger, hate, rage, the negative feelings that we hold against another person for what they did or what they didn't do. The reason why forgiveness is so important is because it frees us first and foremost from anything that's holding us back. When we hold on to resentment, anger, and hate for something someone else did to us, it is more harmful to us, and it does not bring justice by holding on to that resentment. So when I forgive another, I can release those negative emotions that I'm carrying, that are almost like a poison eating me up on the inside. Just because I forgive doesn't justify what the other person did or didn't do. It doesn't make it okay. It just means that I can start to be free, and I can let go of the past because I can't change what happened. As long as I'm holding on to this hope that the past would have been different, I'm keeping myself stuck in the past. So forgiving is letting go of this hope for a better past, is letting go of the need for reality to be different from what it was and what it is. When I come to forgive myself, it's very similar. We hold on to what we did or didn't do, and hold that same anger and resentment that comes in the form of guilt and shame. So forgiving myself is letting go of the idea that I could or should have done something differently. It's accepting that what happened, happened. And it's seeing that in the moment that I acted in a way that wasn't good for me or for other people, I couldn't have done any better. It's like being able to see that behavior or who I was in that moment almost like a child who has no bad intentions but might still hurt you by accident or might still do something bad. It's being able to see ourselves in that same innocence as a child who is just doing what he knows. So now that we understand a little bit more what forgiveness is and what it isn't, we can begin to practice, to do a process in which we can forgive, starting with ourselves and moving on to another. So at this moment you can sit up straight, maybe close your eyes, and take a deep breath in and out, allowing your whole body to relax. And as your whole body continues to relax with your breath, start to recall, to remember the moments or specific times from your past that you might regret. Maybe something that you really felt bad about doing. Something that after you did it, you judged yourself, or you felt a lot of shame about doing it. Maybe it's something that you do constantly still today, something that you're very judgmental about towards yourself. So bringing up a pattern, something that you wish to forgive yourself for. And if more than one thing comes up, you can hold a few things in your mind or focus on the one that's strongest. And it's almost like you can zoom in to this moment, to this regret, to this specific pattern that you judge yourself for. And as you zoom in closer and closer, I want you to look at the pain around this thing that you wish to let go of. Looking at this moment in the past, I want you to feel as fully as you can. What did it feel like to do what you did? What was it about this that you regret so much, that you judge yourself, that you feel so much shame about? And almost as if you could speak to your past self, your younger self, saying to yourself, recognizing what you did. Maybe it comes with the question, why? Why did you do this? Maybe it comes with an anger. I can't believe you did this. Maybe there's just a deep disappointment. And as you recognize this feeling, this pain around this moment, feeling that you can begin to forgive yourself. So expressing that wish, I want to forgive myself for doing or not doing what I did or didn't do. I want to let go. And in this moment, before I can fully forgive myself, I wish to ask for forgiveness. Maybe I want to say sorry to someone I hurt, or to myself. I'm so sorry I did this. I'm so sorry to cause this pain. Please forgive me. And whether you're asking forgiveness from another or asking forgiveness from yourself, feeling that you can open a little bit more, allowing this light of forgiveness into your heart. And now turning to yourself, to those actions that you did or didn't do. Stating clearly, I forgive myself for this shame, guilt, judgment, for this pain that I carry. I can now let go of this part of my past that I can't change. I can now open myself up. I can now be free this opening, with this new freedom, it's like I can start to learn to be much kinder to myself, to be much softer to myself. Give myself a good word, a kind word, a loving word. You did the best you could. You're loved and accepted no matter how you behave. Maybe this behavior should not be repeated, but you at your core are always loved. You deserve to feel good, to receive love, to be joyful. You deserve to experience this peace. Taking a breath, resting in this peace just for a few moments. Now, as you hold this peace in your heart for yourself, bring to mind or think of another person who may have hurt you, someone who you may hold anger, resentment, judgment, or hate against. This may be a person, an institution, a government, the world. And whatever comes to mind, imagining it standing right in front of you. And allowing that original anger or resentment to resurface. And before forgiving this person right in front of you, say, what is it that you want or need to forgive them for? And express with as much emotion as you possibly can everything that they did or didn't do that caused you pain. Their worst behaviors, the things that you couldn't believe that they did. Tell them how it affected you. Tell them that you're angry or disappointed or sad for how they behaved. Express everything you would like to that maybe you never could say before. realizing that all these emotions and these words that you express now, you may have been carrying, holding on to for all this time. And by saying it, by expressing it, you can start to let go of what might hold you back. Letting yourself be free from all of this negative, painful emotion. Making sure you've said all the things that come, even the most difficult things. Letting them know that they really hurt you. And now preparing to forgive them. And when you forgive them, it's like you can start to look into their eyes, seeing past their behavior, into their souls, feeling that what they did might not have been against you, but actually more coming from their own pain. And just by acknowledging that they may have pain too, does not take away from your pain, but it allows you to add a perspective that can let you forgive. Forgiving is the act of letting go of the past, of what can't be changed, of what you have been holding on to, poisoning you in your heart. So getting ready in a moment to let go, using your breath. Not now, but in a moment, I'll ask you to take a deep breath. Hold it for a moment, and when you exhale, release with force all the air that you held in, and with the air that you exhale, releasing all of that pain, that resentment, that anger, that judgment, everything you may have been holding on to that needs to be released. So taking in a deep breath, holding it for a moment, and as you release, letting go of all of that pain. Doing 2 more of these breaths, taking in a deep breath, holding it, and when you release, releasing the hate, the anger, the judgment. One last breath. And release. And checking again if there is any negativity, any pain that you still carry inside of you. You can do more of these deep breaths and deep exhalations. And once you've done letting go of what you're able to let go of today, and there may be more to release another time, but resting now in what once was full of your negativity, resting in this empty, open space that you've opened up in your heart. this new open space in your heart, check if there is something you would like to say, to express to this person in front of you from your heart. There may or may not be. And once you've done expressing from your heart, allowing yourself just to breathe from your heart, feeling again this empty, open space, and feeling that you can bring in to this open space, bring in something that makes you feel good. So allowing yourself to feel love that you may have to yourself, to someone close to you. Allowing yourself to feel gratitude for all the good in your life. Allowing yourself to feel joy or peace. Bringing these feelings, filling your whole heart. Allowing your heart to expand and open with every breath. Feeling that this space that was once filled with pain can now be filled with this richness of your own open heart. And feeling that this love that you feel can go to yourself by letting go of resentment or anger that you had for another person. And also feeling this love that you have for yourself by forgiving yourself, by being softer and kinder and more compassionate to the mistakes you've made, to who you were in the past, by taking good care of yourself and being as kind as you possibly can to yourself. Letting your heart be filled with a beautiful, loving light, spreading from your heart into your entire body, to the tips of your toes and fingertips, to your face, all the way to the top of your head, letting this light fill you with this love, kindness, and compassion to yourself. Reminding yourself that you deserve to be taken care of. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be accepted exactly as you are. There is nothing you need to do in order to deserve these feelings. And just resting, allowing yourself just to be.